pizza. How do you feel?
I feel like
correct.
There's a herring.
I think it's pizza. A-town.
Hey!
Hey!
I'm Creighton.
And I'm Pragati.
Welcome back to Weirdest Girls.
Let's Yap! Episode 3.
Episode 3!
Let's silly little opinions, I guess. So, like, for example, is a hot dog a sandwich? Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Okay, so, my opinion on this matter is that when you look at, like, the definitions
Of a sandwich? Mm-hmm.
It's two pieces of bread that don't touch.
So a hot dog isn't a sandwich because
Right.
they touch the bottom.
Correct.
But is a hot dog a taco?
See, because that is what I believe, but at the same time, I also just believe that a hot dog is its own
Category.
We finish each other's
sandwiches.
That's what I was gonna say.
Like, a hot dog is a hot dog.
Correct. Because there's so many different types of hot dogs. Because, like, when you think of sandwiches, you have, like, turkey sandwich, peanut butter and jelly, chicken salad.
Chicken salad. Burger.
Is chicken salad a thing?
I just said, like, chicken.
I thought
chicken and sandwich?
Chicken salad's a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You made me doubt myself.
I've just never had it in a sandwich.
Oh. Yeah, it's not very good.
Boom, roasted.
I'm not a big fan of chicken salad, though, so I shouldn't be the person to... Just gonna ask. So yeah, I think it's either a taco or it's its own entity.
I agree. I just think it's like its own thing. Like it's so unique that it doesn't need to be put into a category.
Right.
Is cereal a soup?
Is cereal a soup?
Yeah.
I mean, no.
Think about alphabet soup and then think about like Fruit Loops and milk. Like, to me, they're like giving the same thing, but they're not.
I know,
the
but I
same.
feel like all soup you have to cook. Would you agree?
I guess.
Because, like, think about it. Like, potato soup you cook.
Yeah.
Chicken soup. Even SpaghettiOs you cook, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like soup has to be hot.
Some people warm up their milk and then they put cereal in it.
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
Some of my family members. Yeah. I feel like heating up your milk is like an American thing.
No one does that. That's outrageous.
I have no idea. I don't know. I've never heated up my milk.
Oh, okay.
So
Because I was like, waiting.
you sit properly positioned.
I suppose.
I know.
Put me in a crown. Do you remember... Okay, do you remember when we tried to find, like, a hot prince on Instagram? Please tell me you remember.
Oh my god, remember that song? I've been crushed. Piper, do you remember?
Yes. We were in
Okay.
AP research and we didn't want to do our research.
Correct.
And
So
so
we tried to find a hot prince, but I still followed this guy.
You still follow him?
Yes. And I saw him the other day, and I was like, "What? Why do I follow you?" Because he like posted something like out of pocket, and then
Yes. But he's not hot anymore.
he's an actor.
What?
Anyway, if you're the Prince of Greece, I follow you.
Because he had this one hot picture of him with the sunset and we were all like...
No, it wasn't even that. He just happened to be 18.
And like semi-attractive because the rest of the princes of Europe are not.
So I think it's time we unfollow him.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it might be fun to just have a European summer.
Well, yeah. I think it would be fun to go anywhere. We're getting off topic. What was the question? Is soup?
A cereal a soup? Is soup a soup?
Is soup a cereal? Is cereal a soup?
Cereal is not a soup.
I agree. Over or under toilet
yeah.
paper?
Over. Okay, but listen, like when you're folding it,
I don't fold. Maybe that's another topic. I just crumple.
are you kidding?
Oh, I'm so serious.
I'm so out of character for you.
I think it's scientifically proven that crumpling gets more poo. Just so you know. I think the Mythbusters did something on it.
upon further review, it actually wasn't the Mythbusters, but instead this guy. He did a TED Talk after he did an experiment on it. So if you want to go watch that, I'll try to post the link.
You can fact check me. I don't actually know.
Okay.
I don't really care.
See, if toilet paper is, like, if I go to a hotel and toilet paper is under, I will flip it. Like, I care.
That's some deep.
I care.
But I do crumple. Like, that's a real thing. Like, you fold it, like, how? Like, each square is its own fold?
No, I take, like, 4 squares and then
Fold it in half.
fold it in half. That way it's, like,
Okay.
thicker.
Yeah.
Like, you know how you get, like, 3 ply? When I fold it in half, I get, like, 6 ply.
Correct. Except that it does the same thing if you crumple. Because then you get, like, 18 ply.
Hair, makeup, what is it? Hair, makeup, outfit?
Yeah. I think I do makeup. It's either makeup, outfit, hair, or makeup, hair, outfit.
It's depending on the occasion for me.
Agreed.
Because if I'm going to school, I'm waking up and I'm doing, like, brushing my teeth and all that. Like, always comes first. And then I'm doing my hair, outfit, and then makeup. Because I will go to school without makeup. Like, it's not that big of a deal to me. But if I'm going somewhere nice, I'm going to do hair, then, like, makeup, and then come back and finish my hair.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Because you have to read.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
And then, like, my outfit will already be picked out. So it's, like, the least of my worries.
Well, for me, like, if I do my hair and then my makeup, it helps me decide what I'm going to wear.
Because you can think about it.
That, and if I, like, look not as good that day, I'm not going to pick an outfit that's good.
Yeah,
You know
I get that.
Because I don't want to waste it.
Because, like, if I'm just, like, my hair's not working with me, I'm going with sweats.
Correct.
Yeah. But, because also, if I do my makeup and then my hair, I'm going to sweat my makeup off. Because I get so hot when I do my hair.
See, most of the time because, like, you have curls.
Yeah.
And I guess I have wavy hair. But for the most part, I just brush it out and then put it up when I go to school.
Yeah. Because if, like, I'm trying to get her straight, like, that is 3 hours.
True. But, like, for prom, I did hair, makeup, clothes.
Same. Because I wasn't going to risk getting my makeup on my dress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So.
that wasn't anything. Well, my dress, I just didn't want to. It's kind of massive.
She's a mammoth, of course.
So I didn't want to be in it. Okay, sock, shoe, or sock, shoe.
Sock, shoe.
Okay.
Do you do that too? Creighton!
Okay, listen. Here's my, like, hot take.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm going to school, when I wear normal, like, Crocs, Uggs, tennis shoes, like, those type of shoes, it's sock, shoe.
Mm-hmm.
However, when I'm playing volleyball and I have to put on my volleyball shoes,
Yeah.
I already have some kind of shoe on because I'm coming from school.
Okay.
So I take off a shoe and a sock,
Mm-hmm.
and then I put on a sock, put on an ankle brace, put on a shoe, and then do the same. So I guess when I do volleyball, I do sock, shoe.
Okay, I can see that, but I just think my brain just, like, reroutes doing everything at the same time, so I'll go, like, knee pad, like, ankle brace.
I do one leg at a time.
Shoe.
Because mine are also different because I have a knee pad and a knee brace.
Yeah. Okay, I get that.
So it's, like, uneven anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is gonna bother me. Please.
Please.
Okay. Sorry.
Do aliens exist?
No.
I don't know. I guess I've
Well, I guess
actually
you have
thought
to
about it.
you have to categorize what your definition of an alien
Okay, so
is.
what's your definition of an alien?
My definition
Mhm.
is like something that lives in outer space.
So nothing lives in outer space?
Correct.
I don't know. I guess I would say I genuinely don't know
But I feel
until
like-
I've seen
I
it.
feel like aliens have to talk because that's how they're depicted. Because if you're going off like the movie definition of what an alien is,
You should be good.
Good.
it's like a little thing from outer space.
But what
that
if there's
talks
just like a little cockroach that's just like,
in outer space?
yeah, living
See,
on Mars?
But we already have a name for it. So like, if
But it's not a cockroach. It's a Mars cockroach.
the same thing. If it acts the same way as Earth, then I don't think it's an alien.
But is an alien if it's a human that lives on Mars?
I don't think it's an alien. But I guess like the definition of an alien is like an unknown,
Yeah.
right?
Outer space thing.
So I guess, yeah.
Because, like, could an alien be a plant, though? Like a plant that's on another planet?
According to NASA's definition. Let's look up NASA's definition, because I don't want to misguide you. Okay, so this isn't what an alien is, but NASA's definition of life is a self-sustainable chemical system capable of Darwinian evolution.
Okay. So I understood that, and that makes me feel smart.
Right, but that isn't an alien. That's just like a life form.
That's just like telling you that like that's how the world works.
But I guess like if this is what it's pulling up for NASA's definition of an alien, then maybe it is life on a different planet.
And is it just life, or is it like a whole ecosystem? A resident who is born elsewhere and is okay. That's not it.
Okay, well that means like if we live, but that's so like
being that comes from or lives in another world, extraterrestrial.
So okay,
so it's a being. It's not a plant.
Yeah. I don't think so, because I feel like we would have found them by now.
Yeah, but we also have only discovered 5% of the ocean.
So the Bible does talk about aliens, but I think it's in the way of foreign to that place.
Yeah,
that's
like
what I was
an alien
saying.
immigrant.
Because an alien, but like aliens are so, like if we're using that term, it's so
vague,
because like I can live in America and someone from Africa is an alien, but someone from Africa would see me as an alien.
Yeah, but I think that's like a different topic of alien.
Yeah.
Like, I think that word has 2 different meanings. It's just like your context. But I was talking about like outer space, aliens.
So I don't think they exist personally.
Yeah.
I don't think they're out there.
I don't know.
Because I also like
I
I
have to
guess
see it to believe it. But like I'm not gonna say no until I see it or don't see it.
that's valid.
I don't know. I guess I could be easily swayed.
Yeah.
But
I guess like for me, the Bible also says that like God created Earth, and so it's like I feel like he would have mentioned like, hey, you got friends in
hey,
Mars.
you got some buddies over there.
Yeah.
Like they're just chilling. Okay. What happens in other people's lives when you don't see them? Like, what do you think is happening to them? Because, like, okay.
You said you had a lot to give about.
I actually do.
You can start.
Because, like, you imagine, like, okay, I go home, I don't see Creighton. She could literally just be, like, a robot, and I don't know.
What? That's what you went with?
Like, you could literally, like, be, like, a cyborg, and I wouldn't know. Like, I could be the only human left on Earth, and I don't know. Like the Truman Show.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Like, what if, like, you're just going home, but you're, like, going back to your trailer, and you're like, ah,
Right.
good day on set.
Like, Prag doesn't know.
Yeah.
Right.
You've never thought about that?
I guess not.
Like, you could literally be, like, a cyborg, and, like, when you go into bed, like, you have a charger, and you just get, like...
Okay, but at the same time,
But,
you
like-
ever think about, like, if, like... Okay, so, like, I moved here from a different place. And so, like, when I moved here, I'm like, I wonder, like, if that person is, like, psychotic now. Like, just, like,
Right.
a serial killer.
Like, I get that, because, like, my old best friends, it's like, what if they're just, like, not, like, the same at all?
Right. Or, like, you ever like, think about somebody and you're like, I wonder if we would be friends if I lived there right now.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't...
Like, what would, like, the butterfly effect, like, what would happen if this happened? Is that what you're talking about?
I suppose, but I'm saying, like, just, like, based upon personality. Like, if I had moved here, like, 4 years earlier, would we have been friends kind of thing?
Yeah.
You know?
I wonder.
Or, like, because, like, people change, but then you, like, create stereotypes.
Yeah.
So, like, had we met, like, 4 years earlier, would we like each other kind of thing?
Yeah.
Or, like, people that I moved away from.
Yeah.
Like, if I was still there, would we still be friends kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess. I haven't, like, thought about it as deep as I've thought about you being a robot, though.
That's so, like...
You know who brought that up to me? I bet you could guess.
Avery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Avery.
It was definitely her thought. And she was just like, you could be a robot. And I was like, So I'm not, fun fact. But, like, I was like, I saw complete validity in her point.
I don't get that.
Like, when I'm not with you, I don't know what's happening in your life.
Yeah.
And so, like, you could genuinely be, like, the most famous celebrity ever, and I wouldn't know.
Well, you
Because
probably would if I was the most famous celebrity ever.
it was, like, a dramatic
Okay.
example. But, like, I just wouldn't know because you're not in my life. So,
Right.
like, I don't know what's happening to you when I'm not with you. So I can think of a million people right now. Like, my mom.
Yeah.
She's traveling, and, like, I have no idea what's happening. But she's
Right.
my mom, and
Or like my brother, like he's
Yeah.
at camp right now.
and you have
like,
no idea what's
we
happening.
have no contact either. So
Right.
it's like,
And so she's, like, wacky.
yeah.
What is happening to them? Well, I'm not with them.
I think this is kind of like self-involved.
What do you mean?
Slightly.
Like this is just like a me thought?
No,
or like
no,
it's
no.
just like self
Like it's like self-interested that we're like obsessed with us. Like
Well,
like
here's the thing.
like you're only allowed to like live a life if it's when I'm around.
I think Miss Moore had us read something about this, and it was like you're only ever. It might have been This Is Water. You're
It
only
was.
ever gonna see things through your eyes.
Correct.
Like-
This is water.
Yeah. So it's like I'm only ever gonna see you through my eyes. Like I'm never gonna see
Right.
you through. I'm never gonna see you the way you see yourself.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting to me because it's just like
Mm-hmm. What was your out of everything we read this year?
the perfection one.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I literally was like, why are you talking about me? Like, why is this thing talking about me?
Where are the cameras in my room?
Where are you?
I think mine was the Crucible.
Yeah, I know. But, like, literally, like, the perfection one, like, the stuff it was saying.
No, I totally agree.
I literally, like, said to other people about myself.
Oh, 1000%. I just don't think we like
Spent a lot of time.
spent a lot of time on it, and I think like had you given me that sophomore year, I think I would have like sobbed. But I think I've learned a lot about myself. So I've gotten better at like not being that way.
I think that was a really good point for me to hear that because, like, I'm starting to get better at it, but I still need some help with it.
Because like, if you had given it to me like freshman year versus sophomore year versus like when I did read it, I would have had like different reactions through each stage.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Because I now look at it through like a completely different lens.
Than
Because
you
like I
would've.
still see myself in that way, but I have so much more like grace for myself.
Yeah.
I think.
But I think also it's just like, I'm glad we didn't write multiple essays about it or like overanalyze it because I think that's when I start losing like sense of the words I'm really
Got
looking
it.
into is when I'm like over analyzing it. And so I actually am grateful that we didn't spend that much time on it because I can just kind of sit with it in my heart.
Right.
Which is what works for me.
Did you like how much art we did this year?
Yeah,
'Cause,
actually,
like,
I'm an
looking-
artist. What do you
like,
mean?
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like looking back on it, we colored a lot
Yeah.
and we drew a lot.
Which is really unfortunate for my lack of artistic ability. But I kind of pulled it off. Like, my book cover was low-key proud of.
Me too.
But
I think she kept mine. Miss Moore,
What?
did you keep mine? Is it ever gonna?
I got mine back, so that must say something.
Oh.
Anyway.
Maybe she just knew how much you loved it and really wanted you to have it.
Awkward. If you want to read the perfection one,
The Crucible.
the things they carried,
This is water.
or just take a class with Ms. Moore.
Right.
What would happen if you went back in time? Like, where would you go and what would you do?
Abraham Lincoln.
Well, okay. You would.
That's not what I meant! That's not what I meant. I would think... Well, okay, so if we're being, like... I have two very... Like, because I'm so serious about Abraham Lincoln. Just, like, talking to him. So I would definitely go visit him.
And just.
Just yap it up.
Uh-huh.
But...
Okay.
If we're being a bit
Pre or
more-
post Civil War? Abraham Lincoln. Pre, post, or during?
That's tough because I would, like... Ooh, I don't know. Because I would love to go visit him before, but I don't want to mess anything up.
Right, you don't want the Civil War to not have happened. Is that what you're saying?
Well, you know? Because here's the thing. Obviously, the Civil War was kind of not great for everybody. But there were good things.
People died.
Correct.
But the
Like,
good thing
war
was
is bad, but, like, the outcome was good.
Yes.
But I don't want to, like, mess Abraham Lincoln up, is what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to have...
He died anyway.
He died a good person, Prague.
Yeah,
I'm saying
of course.
If I went up to him and I was like, I'm so, like, happy to meet you, or, like, teach him how to read too early. Yeah, I would love to go see him, but maybe, I don't know. Maybe, like, right before he died, so it won't change anything.
You could just, like, pause time right there and just be like,
but,
hey, buddy.
Dude, what if I, like, John Wick?
I think that would change the course of history.
John Wick.
John Wilkes Booth.
Yeah. John Wick is not
I think that would change the course of history, according to Mr. McBride.
Right, but, like, would it be better?
According to Mr. McBride, yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting.
But
if we're being, like, if you only gave me one time travel pass, then I would probably go back to, like, Jesus. Go gap it up with him, because I think that's probably more important.
Mine's not gonna be as important than that, and I feel
what's
kind
yours?
of bad. I would want to be a princess in, like,
What?
15th
Okay, but, like, so valid. Like, yeah.
Like,
same.
I want to be, like, you know, Rain, or, like, whatever. I want to be a princess.
But, like, in that time,
Yes.
she had to, like, fight friggin' dragon.
In Rain, the historical TV show about the French Queen Mary? The Queen Mary of Scots. Not How to Train a Dragon.
Yeah, that's not where I was going.
You're talking about the show where they all have, like, blonde hair.
No. I'm not.
Game of Thrones.
No.
So I'm actually talking about this. I'm talking about Rain, and Crane's talking about Raya.
So I'm talking about that. And she's talking about that.
It's just like I would want to be a princess and I want to wear pretty clothes but like I want to go back to the 15th century just to see what it would be like, but I don't want to be a servant. I just want to wear the pretty clothes and have the pretty jewelry. So like maybe like go back to India, really learn my roots. I think I would learn my roots. I changed my answer. I have a more deep answer now. I think I would learn my roots because like I feel like being here, it's harder to really learn your roots than it would be. And I would go back.
But you could be an Indian princess and wear pretty clothes.
Okay, let's do that. I want to be an Indian princess and I want to learn my roots.
Right. Going back in time to get turkeys off the menu. Please don't eat all that.
We're going back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu.
I just like, normally we're like that, you know, but today we're not. And all my jokes are just over her head, and I don't know how to coop. I was thinking of turkeys in a coop.
Do turkeys even stay in a coop?
Yeah.
Isn't it just a chicken coop?
That's a coop. Anyway, I don't know how to cope. What?
1,500-pound duck or a 501 pound
Oh, this is such a good question. I'm so glad we brought it up. Okay, so here, let me set the scene. So, we're in war. Okay? And our options are 1,500-pound duck. Like, just a ginormous duck.
to kill and eat.
No, like, that's your weapon. You can use it to, like, that's your weapon. Like, you don't get guns, you get a 1,500-pound duck.
To just charge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
501
500 1-pound ducks.
And I can like kind of just throw them as like.
I don't decide what you do with your ducks. I'm just giving you, but like they're fighting each other. So who's winning?
The ducks are fighting each other?
Yeah, because that's the weapons.
Oh, so the 1,500-pound duck is fighting the 500.
500 1-pound ducks.
Let me tell you about my thought process really quick. The 1,500-pound duck is gonna obviously charge at him, probably squish some. But then the 500 1-pound ducks, I feel like they can just like, just like bite like the really massive duck, and then literally just like take him out out of just like excruciating like pain, like stepping on needles.
But this is kind of like the underdog story. Like we always go for the underdog, so we want to pick the small duckies.
Yeah.
But my only concern, because I think the small ducks would win too.
They're more agile.
Correct.
Faster.
But my only concern with, because like it's giving like David and Goliath.
Mm-hmm.
It's giving that. But my only concern is that like the 1,500 pound duck could easily just like fall over
And take
kill
them all
of
out.
the 500 ducks.
But
if you
would
think
the
of,
1,500 pound duck be smart enough to just like?
Right. I don't know.
I say not.
Because this is how big like the 1 pound duck is gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have like 500 of them, they could probably fit on this table.
You're right. Are we? No, I feel like 100 of them could fit on the table.
Okay, so that's still only 5 tables.
Oh,
Okay,
so
this is really just a rant that I have, but when you get to the point in your like, why are you smiling?
I know.
When you get to the point in your math career where they're starting to use letters. Why am I like dying? So when math gets to the point where we have to start using letters, like I understand, I love X's, I love Y's. But then it gets to the point where they're like, so this equation that I made up, it doesn't make sense with normal numbers. So we're gonna make imaginary.
Boy.
What? No, that's where you're done. That's where you say, you know what? Maybe I'm not as smart as I think.
Because
maybe math isn't math.
No, like the whole rule is that you cannot square root a negative number.
Right.
So who decided to break the rules?
And just
Think
add
outside
an
the
I?
box and outside and add a negative and then like, this doesn't work, so we have to use our imagination. Okay, go away, Barney. Like, Barney. See you later, alligator.
Thank you so much for watching.
Adios.
We
Peace
hope
out.
you enjoy,
Eight.
and we'll be back soon with more content.
Follow the Instagram. You can watch on Spotify and YouTube at We Are Just Girls Podcast. Peace up, A-Town. Boom, 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 boom. Anyway, have a good afternoon, evening, morning,
Night,
weekend, weekday,
summer.
winter,
Love ya.
spring, fall, autumn. Love ya. Bye.
Bye.